Welcome to the Mosh Pit, your home for unsigned punk, rock, and metal artists, where your music goes to be heard. Boom, we're the Mosh Pit.
What's up? It's been a while.
James is finally back for our first official show in the new studio.
Whoop whoop.
Are y'all tired of me talking about the new studio?
Nope.
Because I'm not tired of talking about the new studio.
It's awesome, man. I love it.
Dude, I am so ready. Look, bands, we've got a spot now. This is for you guys. Get your asses in here. Let's do a show.
It's a party.
Speaking of doing a show, we're going to kick this one off with the first song.
Broken factory windows, downfall.
Crickets.
So, coming back, I guess everybody knows Disney Plus is about to launch on November 12th. Not a sponsor.
I wonder how that's going to work. Do you have any idea? Is it like Netflix and it's all just Disney?
Yep.
So, what about
The movies on Netflix from Disney, they're going to go away. They're going to get moved over to there.
But what about Disney Junior and Disney Now and all the stuff that I have on my smart TV from Disney? Is that going away too?
I mean, they'll just incorporate it over to Disney Plus.
Well, what if you pay for Disney on DirecTV and you have a smart TV, which is how you get like Disney Now, you get the Disney Junior channel. It's basically like Netflix already when you have a smart TV, right? So how's that going to work? Will that go away and you have to buy Disney Plus? Are their channels going away and there'll only be Disney Plus? I'm confused because
that I'm not sure.
You're still going to have Disney Junior, the Disney Channel, like if you have DirecTV or any kind of cable, right?
I guess they'll probably still keep those and then just do like Netflix with the movies. Kind of like, what is it, CBS? How they have their CBS Access Now or whatever it's called.
I never watch local crap.
Well, it's kind of like that, but then... Because I was going to start watching that new Twilight Zone, and I got through maybe one episode.
Oh, the Jordan Peele one?
Yeah.
He makes some cool shit, though, man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Did you like Us?
I haven't seen it.
It was nowhere near as good as...
Get Out?
Yeah, it was nowhere near as good. But it was good. It was just, you're like, not to give it away. I'm not going to ruin it, but it wasn't as good, but it was still good.
That's cool. I'll check it out eventually. But yeah, I think it's going to be the same way where, I mean, cable is pretty much gone at this point. Yeah,
it's streaming now. Honestly, but it gives me an edge as I negotiated my DirecTV contract.
Yeah.
I said, look, there's so many streaming things now that you can buy. Why would I pay you $100 a month when all I have to do is stream everything I want to watch anyway. All I want is the NFL ticket. So I basically got a great deal just by saying, hey, I'm going to cancel and stream. They're like, oh, no.
My company didn't even try to win me back. I had Charter. They were like, okay, bye.
Well,
like, deuces.
Honestly, the girl I was talking to was acted like there was nothing she was going to do for me. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to think about it. I'm probably going to cancel. And I didn't say I was.
Yeah.
And then 3-4 hours later, somebody called me from the loyalty department and offered me a great deal.
That's cool.
I'm basically getting the NFL ticket half price and my cable for $30 a month. So that's a deal.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, because I stream pretty much everything.
Well,
and I mean,
the reason I'm asking about the Disney Plus is because my kids watch more of the like Disney Now on the smart TV, on the app, I guess is what you would call it.
yeah.
Because there's no commercials, fast forward, rewind, watch it as many times as you want. All the episodes are on there of certain shows. They already watch that more than the actual channel anyway.
Right.
But I'm wondering, will that go away and you have to pay for Disney Plus to get all that?
Probably.
Because, you know, you have Netflix as an app on there and you have the Disney stuff. But I wonder how much it'll be. Will it be like Netflix, like probably $10 a month?
It'll probably be, yeah.
Because I would get it just for The Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian. That actually does look really good.
The Obi-Wan series, like, is that for real? Is that legit or is that just a rumor?
No, it's legit.
But it's going to be a series.
Yeah.
Like The Adventures of Obi-Wan Kenobi or some shit.
It was basically going to be his life from the end of Return of the Jedi. Or, Return of the Jedi. Spoiler alert, he wasn't
Revenge.
in that. Yeah. Spoiler from episode 3 to episode 4 of his life in the desert.
Oh, it will? It's going to?
Yeah.
I was going to say it would be rad if they
Yeah.
led up and that be the end whenever Luke comes to
Yeah, basically when he...
meet him again or whatever it is. He met him when he was a baby, I guess.
That'd be kind of... Yeah, I wonder if they'll touch on that, if he ever watched over him.
That was his purpose, right?
That was his purpose,
Yeah.
but, you know, they treated him like... You know, if you remember Star Wars, they didn't really act like he was ever there. You know, oh, you mean that old hermit?
Yeah, but he knew about him. He knew who he was.
Yeah.
So obviously he made his presence a little bit known,
Yeah.
I would say.
I guess he'll tell his stories
think
at
it's-
Mos Eisley, too.
Yeah.
The cantina.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be weird to... Are they not going to make movies for the cinema anymore?
I mean, probably
It's going
not.
to go straight to Disney Plus now?
I mean, they'll still make...
It's going to be
they'll-
kind of shitty.
They'll probably still make their regular series, but they're not... Yeah, I don't know. If you hear the thunder in the background.
Because who wants... I would want to see... Like, when it comes out in December, I'm going to the theater and see that.
Have you seen the promotional poster for it yet?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man, it's pretty badass.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, Palpatine. Palpatine's in the
Oh,
background,
really?
yeah. 2 seconds. Just research.
But I want to see that in a theater, man. I want the surround sound rocking my skull. And
That's going to be there, but they don't have really any plans right now for a future after episode 9. It looks like they're going to stop.
Ah, rad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The only thing that sucks is going back to our Star Wars discussion, they're probably going to use time. They're going to use I have to edit this out. They're going to use a time jump to tell the story.
Don't edit stuff, man. Keep it in.
I
It's
don't
good
want to fucking
stuff.
stutter on the...
But, you know, my thing is, I hate to say, will I like it or will I not like it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wanted an Obi-Wan movie
Mm-hmm.
to see at the theaters, you know.
Yeah.
But a series would be kind of cool.
I think a series would be better.
But how much
honestly.
money are they going to invest in it? Are the special effects going to be there? Because the trailer for The Mandalorian looks good. It looks like a
Oh yeah,
a
they're
movie,
basically going
a
to take.
good movie.
They're basically going to take the budget they had for like Rogue One, Solo, and all those.
Oh, the standalone stuff?
Yeah, and do it into
The series?
the series. Yeah, series is.
I would like to. It would be cool if they made a movie
Mm-hmm.
that that was like the beginning of the series, and then let the series carry the rest of the story. No, you don't think?
Bad Mary, Trouble.
Nah, because remember they tried to do that with Dark Tower, Stephen King.
I'm glad you said that, because they made that movie so shitty that there was no way they could ever have a series after that, because the movie was so, I'll say again, shitty.
That's because they used elements from like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. They combined everything into a 90-minute movie.
You took a 7-book series, which it's really an 8 if you count The Wind Through the Keyhole.
Well, I thought that was part of it anyway.
Well, it was written later after the books were finished, but yeah, it's part of it. That story doesn't really relate to the whole story. It's just like a cool little.
You got to remember, I just have read the first one. I just have read The Gunslinger.
Oh, did you read it?
During that last snowstorm that knocked power out for 3 days? Yeah, I caught up on my reading.
Nice.
Yeah. But God, it's so hard to get into.
Don't judge it by The Gunslinger.
I've
Go
heard.
to the second book, and then you'll be hooked.
I've heard. But my thing was, I got to get through the Gunslinger.
Yeah, because it's good. It just lays the foundation, though,
Yeah.
and that's it. But when you get to the second book, that's when it really
hauls
starts
ass.
happening. Yeah, and it gets really good. You get more characters. It's not just the Gunslinger and the Man in Black.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get them. And that's what pissed me off about the movie is you've got two characters,
Mm-hmm.
and really, well, the little boy's in it,
Mm-hmm.
but three characters, not counting the little boy, that they never put in the movie, period. And they carry through the whole books. And they're good characters that people love. And that's what pissed me off is you didn't stick to the book at all, man. At all.
That's King for you. That's in most of his movies.
What about it?
Dude, I'm ready for part 2, man.
It looks good. It looks
So
way
ready.
better than the first one.
Mm-hmm. First one was good, though. Are you going to see it in the theaters?
I didn't see the first one in theaters. Will I see this one in theaters?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw the first one in theaters. I thought it was great.
I mean, it's known that I was disappointed in the first one. But I had just read the book again.
See,
So I was still in that world. I was in that world. touched.
Anytime I go into a Stephen King movie at all, I just completely forget the book. I'm like, all right,
You
I'm
have to.
prepared.
Oh, what about the Pet? I haven't seen the Pet
You
Cemetery.
still ain't seen Pet Cemetery? Damn, I want to talk about that on the show.
Well, it really ain't been out long on DVD, and I wasn't going to go to the movies and see that either.
I want to movie and see it.
Yeah, you're a moviegoer.
Yeah,
I like
I
the
kinda
movies.
am.
I just don't have a lot of time to do that.
right.
But, I mean,
No, Pet Cemetery was good. I enjoyed
I
it.
heard it was good from other people, too.
I mean,
so.
of course, you'll hate it because, again, he strayed from the original
No,
storyline.
it all depends on how he strays. The Dark Tower, he ruined it for not just me.
Everybody.
I'm not the only person that thinks
But
that.
yeah, that one was supposed to set
But
up.
most people disagree with me about it, though. The first It movie.
The original?
No,
Or,
the
oh,
one,
part
yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah, the recent one. Most people loved it.
I did. I liked it.
But
I mean,
like I said, I was just in the world when I watched the movie.
but you got to remember, though,
I mean, I literally finished the book and watched the movie the next day or the day after. so-
right. But you got to remember, though, the book was written in the 80s,
Right.
so everything took place in the 50s.
Well, it was all fresh in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
so every little detail that was off, I was like, "That's bullshit."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't that big of a fan of Mist either.
I liked it till the end. That was an awesome movie.
Yeah.
In
Till,
the end, you were like,
we're out of gas.
What the hell? I don't like the way the thing Stephen King does is he lets the person take complete,
Mm-hmm.
control of it, and they turn it into whatever they want.
Well, he used to sell his to like grad students and film students.
Yeah, which is
And
good. That's
he'd
cool
sell
that he
'em-
did that.
You know how much he'd sell them for?
Didn't you tell me $1?
$1.
Yeah, that's cool because you help them establish themselves or whatever, but ruins it for the fan.
Well, he's got a new book coming out too.
Good. I love his books. I just
You didn't like that last one,
I didn't like Sleeping Beauties.
dude.
He wrote it with his son, and and I've told you before, I don't really know what rhythm they used to write it. I don't know if one guy wrote one chapter and then the other guy wrote the other chapter. But you can almost tell because, you'll be reading that book and it'll be good. A chapter will be great, and then you get to the next chapter and it's horrible. So I'm like, I'm thinking that they probably just did it like that, like he did Black House with Peter Straub.
Yeah, you was trying to talk over that light that's buzzing.
I was giving it a shot. We're all right.
Yeah, we're good.
You're going to edit it?
I'll do what I can. Give me a second. I'll keep recording.
Pause. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try to pick that back up. Where was I?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah. Well, most podcasts are live. They don't really
know.
edit much of them.
I
Like
know.
Jocko's he edits his.
Mhm.
But then he'll go back and put in
Different stuff,
Yeah.
ads and such.
but Rogan, his shit's straight up live, man. He don't care. They'll fucking make noises, open fucking drinks and shit. They don't care at all. He's purely live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking to Matthew from the pub to the graveyard. I was talking to him, and he was talking about how, what is it? He said they were trying to record on one mic as 4 people
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
He said one of them was vaping, one kept opening a freaking beer can, so
Yeah.
all you'd hear is that.
Well, Rogan, they'll be smoking weed and fucking drinking liquor and all. They get drunk on his. He got drunk with
Elon?
Elon, and he just did one. Who was it? It was a really good podcast too. I can't remember who it was, but they were drinking fucking whiskey the whole time.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He kept trying. Oh, it was, you know who Dan Crenshaw is?
Yeah.
The political guy?
Uh-huh.
He was on there and they were drinking whiskey and he kept trying to get him to smoke weed. You know, he's a politician and he was like, no.
That's funny.
It was a pretty good podcast.
That's awesome.
Kamikaze Zombie, Prometheus.
Swallow this.
Modern Day Outlaw, moving on.
Let's finish the game! My daddy raised me. I don't give a damn, I'm an Alabama man. Gotta take a stand and there's no one left to save me. I won't be the one left behind. I won't turn back time. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. I'm moving on, it's time to stake my claim. And there's no coming back and no one left to blame. Working 9 to 5, just a way to stay alive. This ain't no way to live, man, someone's gotta give. I won't be the one left behind. Like Johnny Cash said, I walk the line. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. No more looking over my shoulder. The path I lead is a road that's left behind. Road is left, the road is left. Road is left, the road is left. Road is left, the road is left behind.
But anyway, back to King. Where were we?
He sucks when he lets people make his movies shitty.
Well, like I said, you remember I told you I was going to grab it with my free Audible audiobook thing? And I was going to listen to it when I drove out to Louisiana last week. Dude, I couldn't get that thing to play for shit.
I don't like Audible.
I'm becoming not a fan.
Well, like we were talking about Sleeping Beauties, I get it. He wanted to write a book with his son. Pick the son that can write. Joe Hill is awesome.
Yeah.
His oldest son,
Yeah.
awesome writer. Write a book with him, dude.
Maybe
Owen King.
Maybe Owen just has some downtime. And
I don't know if he has any other books. I know Joe Hill's books are amazing. They're good. They'll scare the crap out of you.
I don't follow any of them but King. I don't
I
follow
like
his
Joe
wife.
Hill. I've never read one of her books, Tabitha's.
Didn't she help on Lisi's story? Did she help
I
on
don't know.
that
That's
one?
an awesome book, though.
That was a good book. They're doing a series on it, too. That'll be the next one.
Please stop.
I don't remember if it's going to be a series. I think it's going to be a movie.
Have you watched Mr. Mercedes?
The first season.
It's fucking horrible.
Really?
I didn't like it.
Really?
No.
I liked it.
My wife likes it.
I liked it. Again, I go into Stephen King TV shows, series, movies, whatever you want to do. I go into them and completely forget the book.
Open-minded.
Yeah,
I'm
I
totally closed-minded about
completely
it. I admit that. I'm a picky fan when it comes to Stephen King. Not all things, just Stephen King mostly.
Well, I mean, think about it. Look at Trucks. Did you ever see the actual movie of Trucks?
No, just Maximum Overdrive.
Trucks is actually darker.
Is it?
It's not as good, but it's darker.
Well, the story's a little darker than Maximum Overdrive. But
Oh, yeah. I can't believe Maximum Overdrive was only like a PG-13 rating. It wasn't R.
I think some of those stories, some of his short stories are amazing as far as compared to some of his novels.
Oh, God, yeah.
Scarier. Somehow he pulls off some scary stuff in a short story.
That's because he has to condense it under like 10 million words. Look at Under the Dome, dude.
Man, that book was...
Dude, that book could have ended like 4,000 pages ago.
I liked it, but I can't say it was a bad book because it was a good book. I mean, I devoured it, but the end, when you're like, and I'm going to ruin this for people that's never read the book, but can I do that?
Go ahead. It's been out long enough.
We're just
Spoiler alert.
they're basically saying we're just like an ant farm for aliens is what that was all about. So, that was kind of lame.
And that's the one thing.
I thought it was going to be something bigger than that,
Yeah, and that's the one thing that kills me about King is, like, he'll build this book up and build a book up and build it up and then pull the plug
end.
with aliens. It's like,
Yeah.
Come on,
and
man.
that's getting to be an old...
even Maximum Overdrive was aliens, if you remember. Flying through the tail of the comet. Yeah. And then, of course, in the the credits at the end where it says, the survivors are still survivors, blah, blah, blah. 23 days later, a UFO was shot down. I was like, come on.
You ain't shooting down a UFO.
I was like, come on, man.
They got us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, the way people drive, I don't blame them for not stopping down here.
What's the new book you were saying? He's got a new one coming out?
Give me a minute. Let me pull it up on Twitter.
Oh, that author you introduced me to, which I can't believe I hadn't read him before, because he's been... Jeffrey Diva.
Oh, yeah, that one. I thought I gave you Kuntz.
Nah, I've been reading Kuntz forever, and he gets... Kuntz will write a great book, and then the next book will be trash. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he spits out too many books.
Yeah.
He's like a book factory, man. But no, Jeffrey Deaver, that dude, he's got a great writing style. I can't believe that I didn't know about him before, but I appreciate you turning me on to him.
Yeah, man, he's just
that
awesome.
book, Speaking in Tongues, is good. Like, I'm devouring it, dude. I read like a third of the book
Oh,
from when I first started reading it. I was just like zoom through it.
Yeah.
It was so good. I devoured it.
The other movie that they're doing for Stephen King's The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon.
I've never read that book.
I haven't either. I don't think I've read it, and I don't think I've read The Dragon's Eyes.
Oh, that's a good book. I purposely didn't read The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon because it just didn't sound interesting. I think it's basically a little girl's lost in the woods.
I think so.
Something about a baseball player is Tom Gordon. I don't know. I was like, really? That sounds kind of
Lame.
lame. And how are you pulling that off for it to be entertaining? Because basically it's about the little girl.
Right. Oh, and they've released the cast for The Stand, the new Stand remake.
Is it going to be a TV series or a movie?
Yes.
Jesus, man.
Dude, I would rather them do TV series.
Well, that last Stand series, when did it come out?
God, like 90s.
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good.
That's because it was 90s. Nothing was really that good in the 90s.
I was so excited about it back then, and then watched it and was like, trash.
Yeah. Dude, we have a very
The Stand is an
nostalgic-
excellent book, though.
Stand was great.
I don't know if people know, like Stephen King, most books that he writes, The Dark Tower is the basis for everything, even The Stand. The walking dude is the Man in Black.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that. In The Stand, they're the same guy.
I know.
Walter, yeah.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk about Marvel and everybody doing
Everything points to the Dark
these,
Tower.
these cinematic universes. King did it
Yeah,
a long
been doing
time
it
ago.
for years, dude.
And I've always been a King fan, and it's funny too because you'll hear people when you say you're a Stephen King fan, they're like, "Doesn't he write all that horror stuff?"
His best movies are the ones that aren't horror, like Shawshank. We've said this before. Stand by Me. Those are some of his best movies.
Mm-hmm.
And how do they get it right? Like, okay, take Shawshank. If you read the story,
It's completely different.
it's good. The story's good, and they basically stuck to that story.
To an extent.
But I mean, they didn't tell it exactly like that, but they did it well.
Yeah, the movie was perfect.
Stand by Me, same thing. The Body,
Yep.
great telling of that story. How do you fuck up the horror stuff every time? And not
it-
every time, like you said, Pet Sematary. The original was great,
Yeah.
excellent movie, and the new one's good from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's that whole giving too much creative direction.
1 out of 10 ain't
Yeah.
a good average.
No. And like you said, The Mist was good up to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they'd have focused a little more on it. They tried to do that, this TV series on it, too.
Well, the thing about Stephen King is you're not going to get a happy ending out of that dude.
No.
It's never a happy ending. Even when they win or even when they live
There's
or
always some
survive,
darkness.
it's something.
Yep.
There's something, yeah. You're left with something. You're not going to get a sunshiny ending from him.
Yeah, look at Christine.
I love that book, man.
And the movie's
Now,
great.
that was a good movie, yeah.
That was
It really
a
was.
killer movie.
They made his movies better back then, I guess. Carrie was a good movie.
Carrie was good. I like the remake. Call me crazy, but
I haven't seen it. I
You
didn't
haven't
bother. No, I didn't bother. Because
I
I
like
was already ruined, man. I was like, psh.
seen it.
Another shitty Stephen King movie. But I love his books. I love his writing, man.
Mhm.
You can't deny that. But
No.
bro, do you watch the movies before they come out, Stephen King? Because I don't know if you do, man. Because if you do, how can you release that shit?
He's one of those weird ones, though. I mean, you got to remember, he's
Democrat. He's old now too, man.
yeah.
What is he in? He's almost 80,
Yeah,
right?
he's about 80, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still got books
Still
coming
kicking
out.
it.
Still gonna be sad.
What does he got a book coming out soon?
Yeah, he's got another one. I can't find it on Twitter. I know I follow it, and I know I saw it the other day, but I don't remember right off.
I haven't read what is it, 11/22/63? Is that right?
That one was good, and the series was good
I
too.
hear it's good. Was there a series?
Mm-hmm. It was a miniseries on
It's not exactly horror, is it?
Showtime.
Is it horror?
Not really. It's more like historical.
It's about JFK assassination, right?
Yeah,
Or something along those lines.
it's actually really cool. It's a different take on the time.
Multiple universe, dimension, time,
Basically, yeah, it's a different take where you can go back.
space-time continuum.
Yeah,
I
you
pulled
can-
that from Back to the Future.
You can go back to a certain date. He found a doorway. Well, he didn't find it. The owner of the diner found it in like the meat freezer or whatever, the meat locker. and he goes back in time. It takes him back to the same day, 1962, like just before Halloween. And no matter how long he stays, when he comes back through, it's only been 2 minutes our time.
Does the Dark Tower play into this at all? I can't believe it don't, the way it sounds about the doors. And
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. There could
I bet
be
there's something.
There's
something
yeah.
in there.
But every time you come back, it resets everything.
He
So
incorporated. He incorporated Salem's Lot into the Dark Tower.
That was a good book.
Oh yeah, Salem's Lot.
That was a decent
that was
movie.
a good movie. Well, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When he's floating outside the window, dude, that
That
scared the crap
shit.
out of me. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Now,
When I was a kid.
Yeah, you never saw Bag of Bones, did you?
Yeah, it was good. I saw the movie. Pierce
The-
Brosnan.
Yeah, the two-parter that was on, what, TNT?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch it all.
I thought it was really
I intended to watch it all, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
And, going back to...
That book is excellent, though.
Oh, yeah. And, going back to... dude, we're stepping on each other. This is...
What?
I said, we're stepping on each other as we're
It
talking.
happens,
but
man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is our first one where we're actually together in the studio.
Grader, wreck me.
Increase the consumption contain our points of view. Wreck me, I lose. Can't remain unfazed by you. I wish I could taste inside of you. True to the core, spit the seed, fertile ground, and grow anew. Release the assumptions now. We're completely lost somehow. Take what I found, but include me if allowed. I wish I could taste inside of you. True to the core, spit the seed, fertile ground, and grow I need something to believe in. I could change, but you don't believe it. I need something to believe in. I could change. I need something to believe in. I could change, but you don't believe it. I need something to believe in. I can take this world or leave it. I need something to believe in. I can change, but you don't believe it. I need something to believe in. I can change, but you don't believe it.
Hey, this is Matt from Fountain Peace. You're listening to the Mosh Pit. You can catch us live August 30th on the Magic Hat stage with Breaking Benjamin.
Found peace, hollow dreams.
I fall
Going back to you talking about his short stories were really good. You read just after sunset, right?
I've read every Stephen King book, but The Girl That Loved Tom Gordon, man.
The first,
Except for the ones I've mentioned, like 11/22/63.
right, his recent ones.
Right.
Yeah. There's one where they're stuck in a train station. I can't remember the name of the freaking book, but the story. It's the first story. It's Willa. I think it's Willa. Dude, that book, the story, just so good, man. It's just, I mean, it makes you feel exactly what they're feeling, like the whole way through.
A lot of his writings like that, especially short stories.
Again, I think that's because he actually has to cram all the stuff into, under 500 words.
They made one of his stories into a made-for-TV movie, I think, about the guy that murdered his wife and threw her in the well. You know what I'm talking
1932?
about? Yeah.
42?
Something like that.
Yeah, that one was good. The book was good.
Yeah, that story was good.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you saw it.
The movie?
Was it any good?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. They stuck pretty close. Again, pretty close.
That was kind of a creepy story.
Yeah. Did you ever read Duma Key?
Mm-hmm. It's a good book.
I love that one. I wish they'd do a movie on that one.
It's a great book, actually. One of his best, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I listened to it while I was still working at Walmart.
I can't listen to fiction, but I can listen to nonfiction.
Oh, yeah?
But fiction, I lose. Like, for some reason, I zone out with fiction.
Yeah.
I'll lose half a chapter or something.
Dude, I have to be in such a mood now to listen to a book.
Because
I used to.
Nonfiction, I can do that. I listen to podcasts all the time.
See, I don't listen to that many podcasts anymore. I listen to one. Shout out to Empathica Radio. Other than that, hell, I don't have time to work on my own. But, somebody else just hit me up. I gave this lady advice on Facebook. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
You look, you about to fall asleep.
No, I'm good.
I gave her some help on some advice with podcasting, and it's kind of cool. She keeps hitting me up, asking for more advice.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm in that group.
Are you in the group?
Mm-hmm.
And she hit me up. She, I turned her on to Audacity, which is pretty awesome. Well, she just did her first interview, and she wants me to edit it for her.
Nice.
Yeah, she sent it over to me.
What does she do? What's her?
That's a good question.
What's her bag, man?
I'm not really sure. We haven't discussed a lot of it, but she seems pretty cool. So editing podcasts, that could be kind of a cool little side job thing.
Let you listen to what other people are doing.
You know what's funny, dude? It's really funny because I told you I don't listen to hardly any other podcasts. I listen to Empathica Radio from, I usually go about a month and then I'll grab like 5 and listen to them. And it's funny because when me and you were putting out podcasts like we used to regularly.
Which we will. We're going to.
We're going back to that, yes. There's a lot of stuff that they talk about that we've talked about. And it's not, because I know they don't really listen to us. I know they don't. But it's funny because we'll have an idea and we'll be talking about it. And while I'm editing it, I'll go through and just kind of listen to their stuff. And I'm like, well, shit, they did an episode on this too. Because we were talking about the bands not reposting it. They did a show on that. I was like,
cool.
I think it's just kind of funny that, I guess, I don't know, great minds think alike. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. You want to play some music?
Yeah, I'm going to cut this up and play a lot of music in between. That's 30 minutes.
I just need don't want you to record that.
Don't want to get that in the
I had to clear my
The
head.
2 takes, when we were kids.
Give me your patience, let me be yours. You were so gracious, let me be sure. Maybe it's time to leave it, maybe it's time to feel found. Maybe there's life to mean it, maybe it's right to live loud. Maybe it's time to feel it. Maybe it's time to breathe now. Maybe it's time to want it. Come on, let it be. Let's fall in love. Thank you.